Links in the description. If you do like the video, please do like, comment, subscribe, share. Have a quick look at some of the other videos that I have on my channel. I typically read through an article on the same day that it's published, perhaps the following day, but pretty quickly. And unfortunately, most of the subjects I cover are fairly dark, tragic, involving murder and accidents. And this is possibly an act of arson. Again, links in the description should you wish to refer to that. But I'll be reading through about half of the article. Up to 5 people are missing and 1 person is dead after fire tore through a Reading flats at 3 a.m. Reading is in England, outside of London, relatively close to London, I believe. I've never been there myself. After fire tore through Reading flats at 3 a.m., forcing screaming residents to leap from upstairs windows to escape. Police quiz 1 man, 31 years of age, on suspicion of murder. Up to 5 people are still missing after a suspected arson attack on a block of flats which has claimed the life of at least 1 person. Rescue teams were called to Row Court off Grovelands Road in Reading, Berkshire, after the blaze erupted before 3 a.m. this morning, with neighbours hearing an explosion before the flames tore through the block of flats. 1 person was killed in the fire while 4 victims were treated in hospital and 7 others were treated by paramedics at the scene. Today, Superintendent Steve Raffield said it was highly unlikely that any further survivors would be found inside the building. It comes as a 31-year-old man was arrested on suspicion of arson and murder by officers and remains in custody. Mr. Raffield, the superintendent, said, "We have been working alongside our partner agencies to do everything we can to find signs of life. Sadly, it is highly unlikely we will find any further survivors in the building." Following the blaze, 1 resident described how he made a desperate leap from his 3rd floor flat after becoming trapped in the terrifying fire and said, "I thought it was better to break my leg than to die." He said that, "I was involved in the incident. I lived in a flat on the 3rd floor of the building. I was woken up by an alarm and heard a loud explosion. I heard the people inside screaming and shouting. I think they were my neighbours. I opened the door of my flat and saw a big cloud of smoke and saw that the exit was trapped. A firefighter then came in and told me the building was on fire and to leave it now. So I jumped out of the window and so did he. It's about 12 foot. I landed okay, but I hurt my leg. I think the firefighter is in the hospital, but I thought it was better to break my leg than to die. I think it's a miracle how it all happened." Another neighbour that lives in a nearby building said, "All I heard was a massive explosion and saw smoke billowing from the flats. People were leaping from their windows. I know 1 lady jumped from a high floor. There were screams and shouts and glass were being smashed." So some shocking photos of the inferno, of the blaze and the aftermath. The destruction of the block of flats. There's an external photo. The upper floors look completely gutted. 4 victims were treated in hospital while 7 others were treated by paramedics at the scene. The source of ignition of the fire is not yet clear, and that's where the article ends, other than to request further information to contact the police if anyone is aware of the situation or if they have concerns about loved ones. So there's that article. Again, there's a link in the description should you wish to go through that in your own good time. Tragic circumstances. 1 person is dead, 5 people are missing, and from what we've read there, the police, the superintendent, has strongly indicated that they don't believe anyone's going to be recovered So I believe, I could be misinterpreting this, but I believe that means that the 5 people that are missing are expected not to be recovered. And with that, obviously, that's an extremely tragic situation. Condolences to all of the families concerned, and to the neighbouring community. It's going to be harrowing for many people for many years to come.